people, Tiff?
How's it going, everybody? How's it going with
Man,
you, Montego?
how's it going, man? It was bad, man. For no reason.
It's just
For no
having some,
reason. I
you
was
know,
just like,
maybe it's the Listerine.
maybe it is. I ran out of Listerine, y'all. I don't like that shit. Anyway, I like my fresh breath, feeling
Fresh
breath.
breath? It's
I like
hard
the
to get on
burn.
the mic.
Anyway, this week, man, we're doing Primate. 26's Primate.
The apes are mad.
Hard hitting shit. You know, it's July, Tiff, about in January. And we got to do our best and worst show, man.
We do. So maybe that should be next week. January is notoriously a bad time for movies.
Yeah, and we normally F around all month, and then like we're struggling, like sliding into February talking about best and worst, or we wait to do the Oscars, which I kind of like anyway.
Yeah, doing the Oscars is fun.
Yeah, I like doing them like that, you know. This year I'm getting dressed up, man. I'm putting on my damn
those suits.
fancy stuff. Yes.
Okay, I will put. I have a sparkly dress. I will put it on.
Yes, I might even have a fake background and shit. You know.
Okay. Cool. Do you want to say anymore? I'm already there. I'm on it.
Yeah, man. So last week, I have to apologize for the video quality. The system we're using did some shit and set us down to like a lower thing, and it looked so bad that I was like, hey, I'm going back to just recording these things and not doing them live anymore. And then bingo, the system I was in, it was probably trying to save bandwidth and dropped our shit down, you know, but the hell, do that again. And I'm going to find a new platform.
Yeah, try it.
You know, anyway, they're like, we could care less about you being on patrol. Anyway. So how's it going with you, man?
Oh, it's been, I don't know. It feels like it just was a long week, I feel, but not bad.
Yeah, it was a week from hell at my place of work. You know how that gets. And when I say that, it was just so much, you know.
Yeah.
But the hell with that. This is not work. This is Fans of Patrol. This is where we come to unwind a little bit. So I apologize about the quality last week. And, you know, it's a good show, though. We had a good time. If you can't
yeah, I agree.
If you can't stand the visual, just go, you know, we still put the shows out on
your ears.
We put them
on
on
your eyeballs.
Podbean, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart. We're still in all those places, man. So you can always listen to us. We have plenty of people to do. So thank you all the people who listen to us, because I see those stats and it's like, thank you. Yeah, you guys are still here.
Nice.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
I have seen some new exciting trailers.
Oh, like what? What's exciting you?
I want to see the movie with Zazie Beetz, where she's like in the hotel and they're trying to kill her and she just kicks everyone's ass.
I have no idea what you were speaking
great.
about.
Okay. I'm having here's the thing, I will see stuff and I'm like, that looks really good. And then I will forget the name, and then I will also forget that you know, I'll just forget to go see it sometimes because I'll just, you know, my brain's not so good. Oh, it's called They Will Kill You.
I did hear that.
Yeah.
I did hear that. I think I might have even seen that trailer too. Hell. Go ahead.
Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. That looks good. It's about, like, I think that somebody's coming back from the future and is trying to get a big group of teams together to prevent the end of the world. And it's just like a bunch of people that you would like. So it's sort of like an action adventure movie that's also comedy.
The only things that I see that's coming out recently, like they had a trailer for Chris Pratt, who like gets on my goddamn nerves now.
He gets on my nerves too, but I do want to see that movie where the AI decides if you're innocent. I like that lady.
You know, it looks like, first of all, I'm not sure, but it looks like it's Amazon. I think he has a contract with Amazon. And, you know, their new, because they bought, you know, so-and-so. But it looks the same quality as that Ice Cube movie that everybody hates, the World of Worlds. It looked like it's something they could have just released on like Amazon. To me, it doesn't.
Mercy. But yeah, it is going to be in theaters.
Yeah, I was like, this is going to make $5. Watch. I guarantee you it's going to make $5.
I don't know. Here's the thing. I think a lot of people who go to movies not everybody, but I think there's like a significant portion of people who just want to go to the movies. Like they just want to go to the movies and have the movie experience. Then there's people who don't really care as long as it's like decently entertaining. They're not really that bothered. Do you know what I mean? And then there's
Yeah,
people who really, really care about. There's a whole wide range of people who will end up at the movie theater.
it's gonna make $5. I'm just
All
saying.
right, that's Montego's 2026 predictions for the movie Mercy.
That was something
We'll
else that's
see.
supposed to be coming out pretty soon. That in February. I was like,
I
come
want
on,
to see that Ready or Not 2, which is that. I don't know if you've seen Ready or Not.
what's ready or not?
Ready or Not is she's a bride and she goes to her husband's like family estate.
Vampires and shit.
They're like a cult or something that's like you all have to kill you. They want to kill you.
I thought it was vampires.
No, they all explode into blood, but they're not vampires. I think they're like some kind of cultish. It's more like
I saw Ready or Not. We did it on the show.
yeah, they're not vampires though.
I thought they were. I just knew they was vampires.
I think you're thinking that because when the sun, they only have until a certain amount of time to kill the person, and if they don't, they die when the sun comes up. They have like 24 hours, but they're not. They're not vampires.
Okay, I thought they were vampires. Okay, yeah.
It's like a syndicate type situation, and then this next one is that little part was not just the whole.
Yeah.
So that's the second part. So hopefully, if they keep it tight, I think it's pretty good.
Well,
those are some things I'm excited about. Which has been a minute since I've seen some trailers. And I was like, heck yeah, I'll see that.
I'm about to say, you're never excited. I know I saw a trailer. I saw a trailer that which disappointed me.
What was that? Did you see it during the monkey movie?
No.
I'm sorry, they're apes.
Yeah. I don't think they care. You don't have to be politically correct. There's no. We don't say monkeys.
I just know there's a difference. I am pretty sure.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure.
So they're redoing The Burbs with Tom Hanks.
Why? I saw that too.
I'm like, why? Why? The first one is.
The first one's great.
Maybe because we're old now and we say that all the time. But it's just like
no, we don't, because sometimes we see things that we both have fond memories of or really, really like. And then we say, "Oh, I can see how that would be a show." But the Burbs, how are you gonna expand that into a show?
Oh, it's not even a movie; it's a show.
Oh,
God, with hijinks and creepy antics. That's what they're gonna do.
There's only so much you can do until you find out. So it's just gonna be like, rather than doing it within like the hour and 45 minutes that the Burbs does it, you're gonna over 8 episodes reveal what happens. No, like stop yourselves.
Yeah, only movie that I say that I'm highly anticipating this year, and it's obvious, would be Avengers. But
that's right.
Yeah, but because of course the trailers look good. I'm just worried about all of that shit at this point, because when a cat like me stop giving a shit like heavy duty, it's like I'm like one of the most loyal of the loyal, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I don't know if the trailers look great, and I have to be honestly speaking, I think I'm more excited for all the X-Men stuff to come in. Now, I'm not so sure I don't know if I like what Marvel is doing, and that's bringing the other universe, in, the old characters, the old Cyclops, the old Wolverine, the old, because it was so long ago, that you're taking a bunch of older people our age, and you're putting them in these movies. There's how long they gonna be doing these characters? You know what I'm saying? If you got some young bucks, you know what I'm saying, like they did with X-Men First Class. X-Men First Class is, to me, perfect. Younger actors did a great job.
But
great movie.
But now you're right though, because even them, they're old.
They're old.
That was the young class.
Yes, you're absolutely
so
right.
It's like yeah. I mean, Famke Janssen, how old is she? She's got to be like in her 50s.
Which one was that?
She's the Phoenix. She's Jean Grey in the originals.
Yeah. Well, she was 19 when she did James Bond. When the hot, like, murderous
on the
top, right? She was. she might not even been 19. She might have been younger. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, so she's not old, but she's probably around a little, maybe younger than between me and you. No,
I think she's. We're gonna find out right now how old she is, because she's also in an episode of TNG. as a full
Yeah,
blown adult.
yeah. That's true. That's
So
true.
like how
She's probably
oh,
around.
she's 61.
Damn, she older than me. Goddamn, a
Hmm?
lot older than me. Shit.
She's like my mom's age.
Woo.
So
So wrong for the cat.
she doesn't look bad. I mean, but that's not really the point.
That's
It
not really
doesn't
the point.
really matter how you look. It's more just like how much longer can you. I mean, but Patrick Stewart, there he is.
I think this
And
is
he's only a million years old. God, I love him. When I saw him in that preview, I was like, oh,
I think he said might be his last movie.
well,
So you know.
not to be rude, but it might have to be.
Yeah.
When are you going to sit down? I'm worried about you.
No, he don't got nothing else to do. You know, he got money. You know, rich people, man, and I don't know how rich he is, but you know,
Oh, he's got to be really rich.
they get bored, you know, and start doing weird shit. So I think the ones that got senses are people like, God forbid, you know, people like Harrison Ford is like, look, I'm gonna just keep doing this shit because if not, I'll be doing weird shit like going to sex parties and you know, getting all weird and shit, you know, and being found out.
He's
you know?
85.
Yeah,
Patrick Stewart, and he's got a net worth of $75 million.
that's rich.
So
that's rich.
I think some people just like. I think the thing about being an actor is that like you are an artist, and so to stop doing that is to stop doing your art, and I think that's the struggle. Do you know what I mean? Whereas if you're a painter, writer, or any kind of more like a private artist, you do that in your house or your studio or whatever, and then it's on your own time. It's you know.
Yeah. So anyway, so Primate. Let's get back to this goddamn monkey movie here. Primate 2020. It says 2025, but it just came out. So.
I thought it just came out, but I could be wrong. Anyway.
No. It did just. I think I did. I don't think this movie came. It says 2025, but then right here it says 2026. Okay, so I'm getting my information off of IMDb right now. So rated R, 1 hour 29 minutes. So Tiff, 1 hour 29 minutes. I went and saw this yesterday. I said, well, I know this shit is gonna be a quick movie, right? I said so. I woke up at 8 and was like, all right, hurry up, get up and wash your ass and hurry up and get to the movies because it started at 9:05.
Wash your ass. Yeah.
So, you know, I get up, I make it because I'm like, it's not, they're going to at least give me like 15, 20 minutes of dumb scenes, stuff I don't want to watch. These trailers we're talking about. And then, you know, so I get a chance to get my popcorn and stuff. So anyway. So I get in the car, I go down, I get in, and I literally sit there, Tiff. Once I sit in the theater, 30 minutes. 30 minutes of previews and commercials, Tiff.
Commercials!
I can't deal with this shit no more, man.
I don't even watch previews. I used to love to go see previews because I'd want to go see what was coming next. But I feel like and I could be wrong, there used to be such a more variety in previews. When you would see, like if you went to go see Primate, and this was true, you did see different previews because it's a rated R movie.
You can see rated R and some other stuff. You'll see like PG.
But when you go to like a PG-13 movie, you're only going to see PG-13 trailers.
Yes, because there's a rated situation. They might with a green band trailer and not a red.
Sure, they would do like a edited version, maybe, I don't know. But like you go and you would see like you'd go to this movie, you'd see these trailers. You go to this movie, you'd see they'd be different. Well, now it's all the same 10 trailers, and you're making me watch 40 minutes of them every time I go. But the real thing that gets on my nerves is they used to show all of the commercials up front, and then they got wise to the fact that people would
never show commercials before, and then they
back in the day they wouldn't.
Right. Yeah.
But like then when they started doing it, I thought, what the fuck? These are commercials. And then they would, I mean, and yeah, a trailer is also a commercial, but we're there to see movies, right? But they would show these commercials for like mops and like whatever else bullshit.
Yeah.
And they would do that for the first 5 to 10 minutes of the trailer runs, of the 20-minute trailer run.
Yeah.
And then now they are wise to the fact that people will skip that shit. So they start showing the trailers, and then they put commercials in between them.
Yeah, it's a bad experience, man. I mean,
bad.
You really, you're trying to, like, the industry has been struggling, and this is the outcome of that, right? Because they have to get revenue from somewhere. They're not making money with ass cheeks in the seats, you know, so they have to, like, you know, do this shit now. which just makes the experience, because the only people really going to movies now is people who enjoy the movie experience, because give it 3 weeks and it's at home now. You know, you can, this movie, hell, it may be next week. This movie I'll be mad because
Just
we
wait.
should
Hold
wait a
on.
week.
Hold
Right.
on.
Right. So they do that, and then like, now you got movie buffs like you and I, who I can't believe I just called us movie buffs, but movie buffs
If
like
you've seen a lot of movies, you start to
yeah,
become kind of a movie buff.
that I don't want to go anymore. For the longest, the experience have just gotten worse and worse and worse for me with the picking your seats ahead of time, which I bet the marketing department thought this is revolutionary, because you do that shit and then people pick stuff right next to you and you can't get up and move and stuff. I hate that so much. It haven't happened to me in a while, but it will happen, especially if you try to get some of them that prime seatage right there in the middle. So now my ass is sitting all the way in the corner like some goddamn troll, just to keep
just
away,
get away from me.
Yeah. And so now you got that. Now you have regular commercials. Now the 5 minutes of trailers, because Tiff, it used to be like 5 minutes.
A couple.
Of trailers.
You get like 3 or 4 trailers. You listen. If you were late to a movie in the past, you used to have to hustle your ass.
Yeah.
To not make you'd be like, oh fuck, thank God there's like 15 minutes of previews or 10 minutes of previews. I gotta go because I gotta get there. Now it's like your whole fucking life.
Tiff, the movie was
it's
1 hour,
a third of the movie's length time.
It's not even true. Think about this: 1 hour, 29 minutes. That includes the
rolls. Credits.
Yes. So it's not even an hour 29. That's with credits. And I watched 30 minutes of trailers yesterday. I mean, of commercials, and
it's
so
trash.
I was a little vexed, as you can see. I was
a little pissed off. I was a little pissed off about it.
I'm sitting here like, what? I was like, damn, it used to be 15 minutes and it was 20 minutes, and now a half an hour. Holy shit! So anyway, enough of the complaining. That's my rant. I was pissed.
Why can't they just say, hey, there's going to be 20 minutes of trailers? Like, do you know what I mean? Because then you can just come or not come, but they can't because they want to make the money they get from you looking at them.
Right. That'll kill the advertisers too. Could you imagine what their ad would do? You know what I'm saying? Or they could always raise the price, because they would probably need to quadruple the price of movie tickets now. It'd be like damn near like $80 for a movie ticket.
I guess it's fine that I watch them then. I don't know. I'd rather have that than to pay more. It's not as bad as it used to. I thought it would be, but it's not cheap.
Well, it hasn't really skyrocketed.
I've also gone to a lot of matinees, like you have, like 9 a.m. or whatever. It's just
always. I'd be damned if I wouldn't even know what to do going.
If you go at nighttime, it's $45 for the tickets and then $100 for the popcorn. So you're like $200 deep on a movie night.
Anyway, so man, horror, Primate. Okay,
what's this movie about?
A group of friends. Tropical vacation turns into a terrifying prime tale of horror and survival. Yeah. So that's it. What is his name? Johannes? Johannes?
Johan.
Oh my God, I'm so stupid. Roberts. Who is in this? Who is in this movie?
Yeah. Johnny Sequoia.
Sounds like a video game play.
It does. Doesn't it sound like somebody'd run into in like Skyrim or something. Jessica Alexander.
Huh?
Troy Kotzer. And then we have some like a lot of people don't even have like clickable links on Wikipedia. It's like Victoria Wyant, Gia Hunter, Benjamin Chang, Carly Mann.
Some of these names.
We have Rob Delaney, who is a name I recognize, who plays the veterinarian for some reason.
He was something.
He's just in Deadpool. Who is he in Deadpool?
I don't know. I never seen that guy before, honestly.
He's in a lot of stuff. He's just like, I think he's like a like one of those, oh, it's that guy. Like he's in Mission Impossible. He's in Argyle. He's Deputy Director Powell in that. In Deadpool, he's Peter. You know, Peter. His friend that all the Deadpools like. You know, all the Deadpools like Peter. You know in Deadpool and Wolverine, when all the Deadpools are fighting, and then his friend comes, and they're like, Peter.
Oh no,
we love Peter.
I don't remember. My memory is gone. Like,
Crazy. Anyway, so like he's like one of those guys like, oh, it's that guy. But it's crazy that he's uncredited. He's just in it, which is weird.
so also some of these names of some of these kids, I'm like, y'all just gave them a name because I was like, oh, this must be
Oh,
hot guy one, hot
they're not
guy
named like the hot guys on the air. So we have these people. Charlie
They have
Mann
names.
and Tien Simone are Drew and Brad, which are the guys from the airplane. But in the movie, they are just called guys on the airplane.
Yeah. And what douchier names can you find than Drew and Brad?
Drew.
Austin, Kevin.
Just your regular plane guys.
Right. Okay. So it's time to get it on, man. Let's get into this goddamn thing. So before we go any further, I'm dying to hear Tiv's one word. One word.
My one word is divided. And
I'm loving to hear this. What divided? Okay.
This movie overall is not super great, but I want to say that they're taking a risk by doing something that's like not been done I guess Cujo, but like not been done to death and whatever.
You said Cujo, didn't you? You just said
Cujo. You can't see this movie and if you know about Cujo, not think about Cujo. It's impossible.
All right.
But I will say that like I enjoyed the fact that so this is a horror movie. We have it's 1 hour, 29 minutes, as Montego's mentioned. It's pretty tight. It's got a tight time frame. But I will say that throughout the movie, first of all, the violence is intense, everybody. And I will say one of the reasons I'm divided is because I appreciate that they didn't shy away from that, but also the times. So there's these really terrifying things that happen, like really violent stuff happens to these people. But then everything that happens between the violence is very PG-13 movie-ish. Like the feel is of like where a movie that it would normally turn away from the horror, like you wouldn't see it happening, you just see the jawbone, right? So like, but they show it, so it feels like this weird sort of unevenness. But I do like that they do some really logical things where like they need to get them out of the pool, and it's because they don't have their phones. Do you know what I mean? So like rather than having them be in the pool the whole time, there's reasons for them to get in and out of the pool. Characters say the things that you're thinking. Like I will say when the girl calls 911, and then like there were things in the trailer that I was like, wouldn't you just be like, you can geo-track? Sorry, did I freeze?
Yeah, we froze just for a second, and it's saying trying to reconnect, but you're here, so it looks like
hello. Are we good?
Yeah, we're good. Yeah.
Oh, so like, you know, in the trailer, she's on the phone with the police, and they're like, "What's your address?" And she says, "I don't know." And then when I watched that trailer, I thought you would just say, "Track my phone call," because 911 can do that. And in the movie, she says that. I know you can track this call. So like they sometimes will like they're aware of like stuff that like I'm like, and I like that the monkey, the ape question mark is I think the difference is that some of them have like can use their hands like the humans can. I think there's a difference. Anyway, so excuse me. Oh my god, I like the fact that he's sometimes a puppet and sometimes so it's like a mixture of practical and CGI. It's not just CGI. I like that too. So there's like things that it's like when I was watching this movie, I was like, oh, cool. We have a not overused premise. We go tick, 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 but it's kind of really ridiculous. Tick, tick, tick. I like the use of an actually deaf actor. And then how they use that in the story, that it would make sense that they have these animals on the premises. It would make sense that he was doing the book tour. It would make sense that he couldn't hear the stuff that was happening. You know what I mean? I liked how much sense it made, as much as ridiculous it was.
Okay. Wow. You definitely had some thoughts about this movie.
I did.
My one word is abysmal.
Shit.
It was abysmal. It was worse than I thought it was going to be, but it was exactly what I thought it was going to be. So when I saw the preview, I said, oh, it's Cujo with 8. You know, that's all it is. And then there's like so many annoying 20-somethings in this movie. It's like I cared not for anybody's life. There was not a single character that I gave a shit about. Not one. I was like,
well,
oh God, oh God. And go ahead.
I just want to say that yes, I also was like, here's the thing, spoilers up, because it's just kind of hard to talk about these things without because of how is it that everybody else who was a visitor to that home was murdered and those two fucking idiots survived.
3.
Well, the
3
dad
idiots.
seemed to have some wherewithal, you know what I mean?
Well, so they did do some stuff right. The location is beautiful, they're in Hawaii, and so here's the problems, right? So who gives a shit about rich people, right?
You guys, they are not just rich, they're rich.
Yeah, they stinking rich, and they're all annoyingly overprivileged, right? Every last one of them. Not a single person in this movie annoyingly overprivileged, and I don't give a shit about not one of them. And then I'm like, wow, this movie feels very insensitive to the famous people who have been attacked by these goddamn critters over time. They even use one of the things that happened to the poor lady who's no longer with us now. That shit happens. I know people get shot. Movies about people who get shot. But I don't know, man. I've
Not
always
to be
paid
dumb,
attention.
but I don't know what you're talking about.
So the doctor who was working with the apes, they didn't know that you had to get rid of these goddamn things before they become adults, and ripped their face off. It happened in the beginning in the movie, literally pulled her face off, and she had to live with shit over her face, like draped over her face. She had a face transplant. Happened to a couple people. They've had face transplants that was successful, unsuccessful, and later died, extremely young with these things. And so, these chimp attacks were really, how should I say? They were pretty, like, I won't say common, but very famous, like over the last 15 years, the shit happens and it's like, ghastly, what these things do to these people. But, you got these animals getting a bad rap, living in captivity, like Bubbles and shit, putting clothes on them and shit, like a member of the family, just like these rich bastards were. So it was kind of like it felt kind of like that's what you bastards deserve. What did you think was going to happen? But this shit happened to real people, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, this actually happened to some real people. So it's kind of like, I don't like the way it was making me feel. Like I was kind of like exurban, those things that had happened. It's kind of like if they did a movie about like a active shooter thing. I don't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's real.
And I
you know what I'm
suppose it would be different. And maybe they do. I guess they do. But I guess the difference between a respectful examination of those events and a
money grab.
It would be a money grab, or taking something that is truly horrifying and then making a horror movie in that way. I don't know. I'm of two minds about it. It is a little upsetting that actually exact thing happened to a person, but
more than one.
That's crazy.
More than one.
That is insane. I actually didn't even, when I was watching, I was like, is that possible? I guess it is. That's terrible.
Sure has. Yeah. I mean, you don't even have to look far on the internet at all. If you Google it, all that stuff will come up. Anyway, it's abysmal. Let's get into it. So
it's awful. Let's talk about it. This movie cost $21 million.
Oh yeah, we didn't even get into those numbers, man.
Yeah, we do. And I think typically we're interested because we talk about a lot of blockbusters.
You said 21 million.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And it's made 11 million.
Okay,
so it's a bust.
I got
so far
4 million domestic and 3 million worldwide is what I have on Box Office Mojo. So that's interesting. So, wow. Okay.
This was on January 11th that this number was posted. So that's today.
Okay.
I guess.
This is January 9th. No, that's when it came out. So, Friday. Yeah, January 9th. Yeah, so that was Friday's number. So, okay, so you said that's today. So they counted our little 2 cents that we went to the movies yesterday.
Oh, they're putting our money in there.
We got a little bump yesterday.
Mine was decently full of people.
At 9 o'clock in the morning, 10. It ended up being it was people in there, but I felt weird because they were all men, like older guys, like my age.
Interesting.
And I was like, I feel like I'm in
You're
a
like,
creep
you were
show.
like, I know what I'm doing here, but what are you doing here?
Yeah. Well, look at this though. How is this possible? It has 78 on Rotten Tomatoes and a 74 fan score.
I get it.
How? 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 Tiff? How?
Listen. I asked the same question about Avatar. I don't get why everyone is like on that movie's nuts. Like I don't understand. But I can see why somebody would, if you're looking for this kind of film, it's exactly right.
So we meet our oh God, let's get into it. So we're on the plane with these two girls who look exactly the same. Okay.
Everybody in this movie looks kind of similar.
It's goddamn Kate and what's the other one's name? Not Hannah. Hannah was the douchey friend.
Kate and Hannah, and then the girl Lucy. And they kept calling her Lucy Lou.
Yeah.
And I think that I think they were like Lucy Loo, like who we go loop de Lou.
No, I think they meant.
But it was still weird.
Literally referring to the actor. Lucy and Kate looked exactly alike. I'm like, and so then like it's this weird shit going on with them. So they're on a plane and they're besties and we're sitting next to each other. But then they grab each other's hand. I'm like, is that her woman? Or is that...
I don't know. That's stuff that wasn't fleshed out, because also then the other girl, Hannah, comes up and there's this implication that Kate likes Hannah.
It was weird. Okay.
But then nothing ever comes of it.
I think what was supposed to happen is that they were just supposed to be undying best friends. And then they had this obnoxious, everybody's whole friend that was in the middle of the stuff. You know, you always got the whole friend.
Here's the thing. No reason did they give us to hate this young woman. What did she do?
She was annoying.
Yeah, sure.
She was annoying.
To me, it wasn't that bad. I was like, and I get that, like, they tell us, they don't show us, they tell us that for some reason Lucy doesn't like this girl.
Well, wait a minute. Hold up, Tiff. Let's get back to this.
I guess she does say move.
Well, that was annoying. Like, I hate to be this person. Yeah, you're that person with a stranger. With somebody I know, bitch, I ain't gonna sit down.
We're sitting this way.
Hey, so, okay, but that's her friend, and she's not friends with her, so maybe. However, they're all annoying. All this and this shit here.
But to be fair, don't invite your friend to come to my house.
So, and then they did the old look at our necklaces.
They did that a lot. They always wanted to remind me that they were best friends.
And I'm like, what the hell is going on with these? I was like, what is going on? Because at first I thought they were girlfriends and they brought their whole bag straight friend with them. Not that this is even a plot point in the movie, y'all, but
it doesn't pay off. None of the relationships pay off.
Right, they was doing that shit right there, right? And I'm like, huh?
But then they were like, there's the boys on the plane, and so they give them their number.
These two young looking douches, right? Who were supposed to be hot. Two young douches, you know. And I'm like, these are the hot guys now. This is what people say who are the hot guys now.
Agreed. I'm too old. To me, they just look like buffoons. I was like, these buffoons? I was like, you're going to invite these idiots back to your house?
And then they go real bad with how, like, just stupid these cats are later on in the movie. We'll get there. So, you know, we on a plane, and then they're like, you know, she's on the phone with her sister, being that person on the plane, video chatting, no doubt. And you haven't been home in so long. They must be foreshadowing, right? Not even that. What?
It does leave you to fill in a lot of blanks, because I was like, are they all coming home from college?
Okay. So they get home, the dad is there, and they're acting like he's a douche. He's no
so
douche.
Nice. I don't understand why they're so mad at their dad.
If I'm like, what the hell is going on with this movie?
This charming man who's so nice to you and cares about you.
Dad is such a douche.
Yeah.
They didn't say that, but they might as well said that shit.
Like, well, Dad's gonna be gone anyway. And then he's like, hey girls, love you. How's it going? Tell me about everything. Tell me about all this stuff. It's like,
and he comes out there with his sign language and shit, and I'm like, why is he deaf? You know, and then I'm like, oh, that's they tying that shit in with the monkey and the communication and the and the. And he could have been deaf.
It all makes sense.
They could have been deaf without even it being a monkey. I think that would have been for a movie to do some shit like that without it being a plot point. Was I think it's kind of cool, but it was a plot point, so it wasn't cool.
It
Anyway,
was still
so
cool. I enjoyed how they worked it into the movie and
he
that they're
had to do
using.
that, though, because they kind of threw that in there, Tiff, because of the monkey and the communication. That's all I'm saying. Like, if it was a regular movie that had nothing to do with nothing, like the ape with sign language and communication, it would have been cooler. To me, it would have been cooler. Anyway, girls is in the house, right? But don't forget, we have the hottest guy who tried his best to be so hot and talk in that voice. And I'm talking about Nick, who had to have his shirt off, and the dad is looking like he wants to jizz when he see him too. He like,
They're making fun of the daughter because she likes him,
and he's like, yeah, look at how hot he looks. With first of all, put your shirt on, motherfucker. All these goddamn women walking around
in my house.
In my house. You eating my Fruit Loops? Like you live here, right?
No shirt, Fruit Loop eating bastard. Put a shirt on.
Yeah. I'm like, wow, they leaning hard into this guy's hot shit. So
and all the girls want him.
Every last one of them.
It's just okay.
Dude, she's like my sis. I'm like, oh god.
Listen, I'm so old. I'm so far removed. I'm just like, these look like children. They're just a bunch of kids.
Yes.
Having a nice time, I guess.
So then they do the pool scene, it's a whole different movie. I'm like, oh god,
okay.
I'm watching teen drama and shit right here.
Right.
Go
That's
ahead.
what I'm saying. These scenes between the you guys, when I tell you that what happens to these fucking people is horrific, I'm not kidding. Okay, they show you all the whole stuff happening, but then the stuff in between it really feels like it's like it could be a Disney Channel movie. They're like jumping in the pool and they're playing a Charlie XCX song, which I think probably cost 50% of the budget.
And I was sitting there like, this song must be famous. Must be.
Even Montego, who's not heard the song, is like, this feels famous to me.
This feels like product placement.
They're letting it go the whole minute 30 seconds.
I'm surprised they didn't say sponsored by Zillow with the house, right? Because it was like, this house is cool. You guys can own this. Just call 587-2222.
And like it just says Airbnb.
Right. I'm like, they really pushing this house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the scene with the pool when she turns on the light and then that's when the music started like.
Yeah.
Oh, and she's like, oh my God, I'm rich now. I'm like, what is going on?
Pool, okay, so here's the thing. We get, again, I have to give this movie credit where credit's due. We get a lot of establishing shots early on that let us know that if something goes wrong, you're fucked, right? Because they're in the middle of nowhere. They see him driving in.
They show how the infinity pool was really an infinity pool.
You know someone's gonna fucking die off that shit. But
I thought the pool was gonna go through that.
Oh, you thought it was just gonna fall and then be shh.
No, I thought the pool was gonna like get cracked or something.
Right,
and,
right. Yeah. Now here's the thing about that pool, and I get it, it's a movie, but you guys, there's no fucking way you would ever do that without like a net or something on the outside, because you get drunk in that pool, you're gonna fall off and die.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. But before I forgot I was remiss. The first scene was the guy from Deadpool, you said, coming in, and I thought it was someplace else. I didn't know it was after.
I thought it was an orangutan.
Yeah, and it came in and he got his face, ripped off by the gorilla, and I thought it was something else. And then next thing you know, boom, boom, boom. So they're having fun. The dad has to go sell his book. He got to make that money, you bitches, while y'all complaining that he ain't home. Who you think paying for this damn house?
And honestly, he was going to be gone for the week. It feels like they said a week, but he was really only going to be gone for the weekend. And he was like, and I'll be back. And then I have a bunch of fun stuff planned. And they're like,
yeah.
I'm like,
so
my mom had 2 jobs growing up and she was gone because she had divorce.
Look, you mean, Pop, we're living in this luxury and I'm acting like I'm a rich bitch with these, showing it off to all my peoples and shit like this, and go make that money, Pops.
Your dad is like letting your friends be there, and he knows you're going to be bad, and he's just like,
look, you can bang my daughter, you can do anything you want to do.
There's the marijuana. Here's some condoms. I guess I'm going to leave.
Yes, or don't use condoms.
I guess have fun. You want whatever you want. Bye.
Right. So, the little sister's upset with the sister. Now, Tiff.
Okay.
Tiff.
Why?
Ever manifests. Right?
None of the build up for these things ever plays off. There's also like, okay, it's similarly time. Like she kind of forgives her or whatever because the catastrophe that happens. But like she even like sees her the girl she doesn't like, the sort of slutty friend, making out with the guy that she has a crush on. There's no payoffs to these things. There's no right. It's just that she's mad. And then there's really no reason. And also that like, so
wait a minute, let's go back
okay.
to that couple again. That couple.
Yeah.
The old I'm gonna give you some weed scene was like, what the hell was that? You know, he leaned over, hey, my name is Nick, and I have some weed to give you. And you know, and she was like, he was like, here you go, take it. I'm like, the hell is going on? Like, are they trying to make this guy? They didn't want him to be a douche. He just was a douche to me. I was just like, they all douche.
They're all douches. It's a douche party.
One word should have been like douchebags. That's I'm changing my one word from abysmal to douchebags. So, you know, then they, like you said, they started making out and stuff, and that only goes so far. I was like, oh, we must about to get some titties, right? Because it's a rated R movie with teenagers. Must be some titties, right? Nope, that don't even happen. But we do get more of this. Look at my vagina. Look at my.
They do. They're like, just don't forget.
And what was that all up? It never paid off, y'all.
Like you would think, like you would think that. Okay, so we're gonna skip ahead a little bit here. That girl dies. She eats it pretty early. The best friend, and so I thought maybe she was not be dead, and she was gonna come back and be the sort of final girl, and be like best friends. You know what I mean? Like some kind of payoff. No, guys, she's dead. She's rotting. So like you know what I mean?
Let's get into that. So they see a mongoose in the enclosure. So we realize it was the same enclosure.
Are flipping that mongoose around. He brings that mongoose inside in a sack, and he's like,
yeah, like it's turkey treats or something. Like it's beef jerky.
That mongoose is full of rabies.
And the gorilla's hurt, so he calls the doctor. The doctor is supposed to come over, but the doctor comes over in the middle of the night.
He's a chimpanzee. Right? He's significantly smaller than a gorilla.
Well, I don't think they're offended.
No, I don't think they're offended either. I just want people who maybe not have seen it to know he's tiny. He's like half a human size.
Yeah, and he's a guy. His name is Miguel something, playing that role with the puppet and stuff like that. And so, you know, the whole time, you know, I'm like, did they CGI? I said, they don't got money for CGI. I said,
maybe it's like a mix.
I was like, it's somebody in the information I read said it was puppets and it was a gorilla suit. You know, like a ape suit. So they didn't say it was CGI. So, you know, usually they'd be kind of happy. And I didn't look like CGI to me.
It doesn't really look like CGI.
But it clearly looked like somebody in that little suit. So the gorilla was never cute. He had on this cute little gorilla shirt. And I'm actually surprised they did this movie with Nope coming out just a few years ago and basically had like that huge scene with the gorilla on the movie set just ripping everybody apart.
Oh, you're right. That did happen.
Yeah, so I was surprised that this is what they was doing. I was like, well, they just did that in Nope. Maybe they saw that movie and was like, we can take that further.
A whole interstitial turned into a whole movie.
Exactly. So the doc comes over at night, which is a trip because everybody's irresponsible in this movie. The girls is clowning, right? The doc comes over. He don't say hi to nobody or say, hey, girls, nice to see you. I'm going to go see the... They just walk into this house like it's Kmart or some shit like that. You know, he walks in, goes to the enclosure, gets murdered and the dude was screaming in the beginning of the film, so I don't know why nobody heard his ass.
They heard his fucking cell phone ringing when they call it later. How did they not hear his ass?
He was getting he was writhing in terror, Tiff, in the beginning of the movie, and nobody heard. Anyway, back to the present time. So the monkey, you know, they had this explanation, watching water drives him crazy. Now he has rabies, blah, blah, blah. So the monkey is like down there with the girl, and he don't like Hannah Boy. And he's like sitting there foaming at the mouth. And I'm like, I'm not going near that damn thing. Like he's sitting there. No. I'd have got back, you know, against the wall. Like, somebody come get y'all goddamn gorilla. You know what I'm saying? No way in the world.
The thing is, that is the point in the movie, like when they realize that something's wrong and everyone's still alive. Wouldn't you be like, everybody has to leave, but immediate family. Everybody got to get out because
right. It's not safe.
Like even if you have a small pet that's acting really strange, why would you let people stay in your home?
So the lady, she got bad vibes from the gorilla because he don't like her whole ass, right? He like, she's a whore. So I'm like, oh no. So he tries to bust her up, Tiff.
He
grabs
does.
her arm and like, and the guy says, oh, he gets weird around people. Weird. Put his ass in that cage.
Get him in
Put him
there.
in the cage. Well, he did put him in
Well,
the cage.
yeah, they thought he was in the cage and locked up because he was maybe bitten or sick or something.
So why would the doctor go in there and not lock the cage?
I wondered
behind him?
about that too, but I kind of
That
wondered
seems
if
like
it's
it would just be safety, you know?
well, I didn't know if it was like principal. No, my brain.
Maybe it's safety to leave it open.
Yes, because like if you start to get attacked, you open and close. So that's why I thought
can
maybe
run.
that's what they were doing. Because you probably wouldn't go in there. But here's the thing, I don't know
wouldn't go in
what
there by myself.
you're a veterinarian, right? So someone calls
Yeah.
you and says there was a wild animal in my enclosure, and now my monkey has been bit. You as a veterinarian would be like, that's probably rabies.
No, because it's true. In the movie, they said that there's never been a case of rabies in Hawaii, and that's a true thing for real. There's never been a case of
That's
rabies.
wild.
So they're like, oh no, we don't get no damn rabies here. Even though we get monkeys transferring Ebola, all over the world, y'all don't feel like that something could get out one day, like, right? They do experiments and stuff, so you would think it could happen, right? You could think caution in the wind, wild animal, beast. But people who handle wild animals and shit, all those people who get attacked, they get so complacent with them wild ass beasts, and they act like they're experts, and then next thing you know, some tiger is chewing your leg off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy shit, Tiff. Crazy. So he leaves the thing open. It's about to beat Hannah's ass, and I'm glad they started rushing at this point and didn't let it build up with people disappearing a little bit of time.
Right. What's happening?
He goes butt crazy on them. All that.
Immediately,
once.
Yeah.
I hear my dog upstairs howling because my wife just left.
Oh.
Come here, baby. I gotta call her. Come on, baby. I'm here. Yeah, she's upstairs. Oh. Yeah, special guest, y'all. She was upstairs howling. She thought she was by herself. She don't like being alone.
Welcome to the show.
Anyway.
She's still curious about what's happening up there.
Yeah, she wants to go upstairs. Yeah. So, anyway, so, I can't remember how the main attack salvo happened, Tiff. Like, they were by the pool or something like that, or?
And they're down there, and what? Weird. I kind of can't remember how they get down to the pool either. Like, why they're running to the pool. I know why they go to the pool, but what does he do first?
He started doing that weird shit when she was like in the bed and he was standing outside the bed, breathing all heavy and stuff, and he was pressing, and then all of a sudden they said he can't swim, jump in the pool. So they all jumped in the pool, and I'm like, this pool don't have a shallow side, because they was kicking they was treading water the whole time.
This pool is maybe the bane of my headphone fall is maybe the bane of my existence in this movie, because so they get in there, they think
it's normally a shallow side, isn't it? It's I
don't know if maybe in an infinity pool you can't do a shallow. I don't fucking know.
I was like, I'm gonna stand up in the middle where I can put my feet down.
Right.
But they was all like, I'm like, man, you can't do that forever, right?
Right. So they had to get their water raft.
Now, see, this is one thing that bothered me too. Because to me, I figure like you didn't need that water raft. You could just keep playing Marco Polo in the water. Go to this side of the wall, keep your eye on the ape, go to this side of the wall. This side of the wall, you just don't take your eye off the ape. Somebody on ape duty. We're like, we all ain't nowhere else to go.
Yes. Okay. So this is where the movie starts to get, obviously this is our pickup time. We got about 45 minutes to an hour left of this movie. And they are doing all the classic sort of Cujo things. You're trapped in the pool.
Try to pull a girl up, rip her hair off and stuff like that.
Oh my god! So the gorilla. So you get me saying it. The little ape, he climbs the wall, which that was. I think that they do some decent, creepy, scary stuff where you're like, you see that, they don't see it, right? And then he walks along the edge. Well, then the guy's like, I'm gonna push him. I did not think that they were gonna show us that guy dying. They followed his ass all the way down.
And I was like, why?
Yeah. Why?
I didn't need that. Was you guys really wanted to show me that?
To show us that guy hitting the ground. Listen, I'm not super squeamish about certain things, Especially I think it's easier if it's earned. This movie, I was sort of like there's what seems I was just like,
yeah, it's a few that I literally turned away
that's
on a
what we're
couple times,
doing
but
right now.
yeah, they showed him go all the way down, and I'm like, wow, man, okay. And so, he they
They
underestimate.
bite the little girl. He bites the little
That's
girl. And
right.
so they
He
run and
bites it
jump
bad.
into the pool. Here's the thing, you guys. She's dead. She's
Yeah,
deceased.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
what is happening here? So they're holding her in the pool. She's bleeding.
She was bleeding like she was attacked like by a shark or some
Well,
shit
like it
like
feels
that.
like he ripped her skin off. Right?
I don't
Like
think
he
so.
took
I
a
think
bite
he
out of
just.
her, not like just bit her.
I
Anyway, you
think that's
guys,
all.
she's in there. She's in bad shape. It's all not only because you guys. So she's got the rabies in her now too. That's just how it is. And all of these fuckers, they're all gonna get rabies, like no matter what, because it scratches, bites, whatever. And then, so
So
she's got a fever and all this other shit, and they're in the pool.
yeah, yeah. So they do a couple of things with the cell phone is right there. Let me go get it. Now this is bad. This is where the movie is getting really not realistic, right? Wild animals, apes, lions, tigers, bears, lightning fast, man.
Yeah, fast.
Lightning fast. You are not outrunning that effort anywhere.
And if he's gone rabid,
he's worse.
He doesn't have moments of lucidity where he just is relaxed a little bit. It's full. If he's at that point of the rabies, like rabies has stages. And so the first part, and like mostly you die from like you do die from hydrophobia. You die from like you won't drink water. You're scared of it, and other stuff. It eats your brain, whatever.
I never knew that. I was like, oh, are they teaching me something, or did they just make this shit up?
Yeah, no,
that's true. Okay. Okay.
And so, like, but she's sneaking, right?
Yeah.
And they hide and stuff. He can smell you.
Okay. So they sneak out the pool, and the best friend, she sneaks out the pool too. And I'm like,
why?
You're such a goddamn liability right now, because
you're making this fucking worse.
But not what happened, right? So they jump out and they're sneaking, and this is her house and this is her animal. So she knows this goddamn animal, right? So why are you going? You know what I'm saying? Because now it's your liability. But then she goes in there and she drops all the bullshit, and here he come, right? And he's a wild beast, man. Yes, he smells you 17 miles away.
Like they're hiding in the closet and they're like really hiding from him.
He hears
There's a
you.
slotted thing. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that was bullshit.
Fine, I guess. But like,
oh, that was bullshit.
Yes.
That was bullshit.
So
he beats her to death on the stairs, Tifflebot. They do not get away.
Before that happens, you guys, so they're hiding in the closet. And he doesn't smell them, you guys. They hit something and then he hears them. And so then they come out of the closet and they're running for the door. And the monkey attacks Lucy, the owner. And so the best friend, Kate.
Hit the shovel. Yeah.
Keep hitting him. Beat him to death. Like, what are you doing?
When it broke and had a stub?
Well, no. Here's the thing. That was later. That shovel comes back and comes back and comes back. When it first gets hit with the shovel, they just kind of knock him out. Girls, you're going to need to make sure he's dead. Like, there's just, I'm sorry.
Let me tell you something else. That shit wouldn't have knocked him out either.
No. But if just both of you grab anything, something, and beat him. I know that's awful, but like, he's already killed your brother. Like, there's no questions.
He killed him, and Hannah said it from the beginning. She was like, go get a...
She was like, the one friend was like, just kill him. Kill him. And they're like, he's a pet. It's like, no, kill him.
But no. Even but it was stupid for her to say, do you really think these people had guns?
But after the first death, wouldn't you be like...
Do you really think these people had guns in their house? No, they did not.
So they're running back to the pool, and like you said, she's liability because he gets her, and he pushes her, and she's dead on the stairs.
Yeah, it's over. So he beats her head in. They jump back in the pool.
Okay. So then we have some time pass, and this happened before. Then they call the guys, and they're like, "Come get us!" And that's when he pulls her hair off.
So that's when I got so confused, right? Because when they invited the guys over, come over and fuck. Yeah. I'm like, is that how it happens now these days with the young people? I was like, is that, and then I was like, oh, so none of them are gay. I mean, those two gave me such gay vibes to begin with. And then it was like, nobody's gay. I'm like,
still
I'm
thought
so
that they were in a
confused.
relationship.
Yes,
but also it
what are
doesn't
they doing
matter
to
because
us?
there's no plot points. Nothing happens. So
There
they
is not. Jeff, I'm watching the movie, so I'm waiting for those plot points to make sense. I'm like, they were so heavy handed and all this stuff, y'all. See, don't act like we are over analyzing this movie, y'all. They were so
they've
heavy
given it
handed
to
in
you.
all
They're
the
making you
shit.
think that. Now here's the thing. There's some interstitial part here, and this is the part where even though I was giving this movie a lot of credit for stuff where I was like, what the fuck? You guys, they're floating on the raft. They fall asleep.
Yeah, why?
Fucking how?
Right.
You're
How?
in the
With
you're
all
in
that
the middle
adrenaline?
of the most intense. You've seen like
Yeah,
what, 2 people
I
die
agree.
so far. No, 3,
I
because
agree,
we
Jeff.
know about the veterinary, he's also dead. The
Yeah.
monkey's stalking you, and you're
Yep.
all asleep on the raft. Now I understand the little girl, she's just dying, so of course she's
Hey,
asleep.
come on.
But there's like,
I'm gonna
you
catch
guys,
up on some sleep right here, real
right?
quick.
And
Give
it
me a second.
happens twice. They leave the
Yeah.
pool again, and then they go back in the pool, and when we see them again, they've fallen asleep again. There's a little,
Yeah.
like, here's the thing. If someone told me that a beloved member of my family or a friend had passed away, I probably am not going to sleep in my comfortable bed that night. I'm having,
Yeah. Let me explain something, Tiff. At this point in the movie, I sat up there and I kind of reacted like you just said, and then I immediately was like, I don't give a
this is
shit about
dumb.
any of these.
Yeah, you're like, oh,
Just
this
let
is
them all
stupid.
die anyway, right? So
So then,
they called the guys
and
over.
they finally arrive, and they just come into your house and they're like, are you? And while they're walking in, they're like, are you sure this is the house? I'm like,
Tiff, is this bad writing, or do people do shit like this? Because I'm like, they like, hello, look, I'm like, first of all, I ain't coming in, right? But if I just happen to be that type of douche, I might come to as far as the kitchen. Hello, ain't nobody here, man. Let's go.
right.
Let's go look for him. And he's like, gotcha. Where the booty at? Going from room to room. You're gonna get murdered. Somebody's gonna kill you. You're
Right.
strangers in somebody's
Right.
house. One wins up, one go down. So then the kid, the douche kid upstairs gets it first, right? He rips his face off, and that was some bad shit,
So
man.
terrible, you guys. Like, I'm saying, it is so intense.
Yeah, I turned away from. I literally did.
He ripped his jaw off, you guys, and he's still alive. It's just a lot, and that's what I'm saying. Like, that, it's fine, right? And in some movies, there's been movies in Montego has watched that's happened in, and because the movie sort of earns it with its other, like, a movie kind of has to get you ready. But like, if you're watching, like, imagine in some ways, like I said, watching a Disney Channel movie where kids are jumping in the pool. It's Lemonade Summer or whatever those fucking movies are called. And then all of a sudden someone gets their whole entire jaw ripped off. It's just an uneven feeling. It's just, it's like you're all of a sudden you're there in Violence Town.
Yeah. So then the black kid was upstairs. What was his name? Brad. Douche number 2.
Brad.
Douche 1 and douche 2, the hot guys. I literally thought their names in the credits was going to be hot guy 1,
yeah,
hot guy.
guy 1, guy 2, playing guy 1, playing guy 2, whatever, you know what I mean?
So the monkey just beats his ass behind the couch. They don't kind of show you that one like that all that much, right? I mean, he was, I would have picked up the couch and like
just like, yeah, whatever you need to do. And like, honestly, like, as that monkey is pulling
the whole thing with the guy,
he's pulling
with
the jaw
too.
I'm gouging that monkey's face. I'm hitting. He's just laying there and letting the monkey do it.
No. He's cracking jokes. He's like, "Hey, dude, buy me dinner first."
Yeah. And then even as he's doing it,
I'm gonna customize myself.
If the monkey sticks his fingers in my mouth, I'm like, push. Yeah, I might end up dead still, but I'm not like gonna lay there and let it happen.
Well, yeah, I'm biting, kicking, everything.
Right. Like, I'll bite your fingers off.
Everything,
Like, so, I'll try my best.
Me and that monkey, but in real life, that monkey, 2 seconds, this whole thing would have took. You know what I'm saying? Just boom, you're gone. Anyway, so he see the girls down in there looking like, he's like, these girls really know how to party. He gets it. And while that's happening, like, let's go, So Hannah, she picks up the keys.
No, that one's not Hannah. That one's, yeah, you're right. That is Hannah.
Yeah. She picks up the key. She runs to it. She's like, I won,
Honestly, though, she's doing the real work in this movie. She's the one from the beginning that was like, this is bullshit. She's trying to escape. How is she supposed to know which car? I mean, I guess I probably wouldn't think to, but you'd hit the button first.
Now, I wonder how many cars this monkey been around.
How would he know to beep beep?
See, I was
he's not in his right mind anymore. Like, even if he was like, they'd been training him to speak and he has the power of speech, even people human beings who have full power of speech, if they've contracted rabies and if they've passed the point of treatable, which is true, you can get past the point where it's treatable, you lose those faculties. You start to like,
yeah, he's literally doing.
He's doing more.
He's scream stalking these chicks now. He might as well pick up the
he
phone.
He must have a little mask on. And he's
Hello,
like, what's your favorite scary movie?
Right. Something, right? Because I'm like, damn, and then he gets in the back and he beats her to death in the car, you know, and her only mistake to me is once she realized she was in the wrong car, you know, I would have just bolted to the next car.
Yeah,
she tried, but
you can try. Like, the thing is that, like, if you're scared that that's going to happen, you're still going to you're still in trouble. You're still in trouble.
Yeah, I saw I was in the wrong car. I'm like, oh shit, let me get you.
Right.
I'm going to the next one, you know. So she gets it. So everybody's being eliminated now. You know what I'm saying? So the best friend is gone. Hannah's gone. Hot Nick is gone. Everybody's gone.
Then the dad shows up. Okay, so the dad shows up, and they do this pretty cool thing. They did it twice. Once when he's at the book signing, and once here, where we hear it from his point of view, where he can't really hear anything.
Let me slow your roll real quick. If the movie was about the dad, I thought this would have been cool, like to do a lot of.
Sure.
But because he was such a minor ass character and they did it, I was like, y'all really good. I didn't feel like they earned that shit.
More to the
because
point.
It wasn't about him. It was Lucy was supposed to be the star, right? Like,
yes.
It's from her point of view, this whole fucking movie, right? Yes. It's supposed to be about Lucy. So I'm like, I see what y'all trying to do, but go ahead.
Yeah, you're not earning what you're getting, sure.
No, exactly.
So it goes quiet in the theaters is mostly my point. Both the times it happened in my theater, somebody in the back was having a full-blown conversation, which
that sucks,
weird,
man.
right? But it wasn't even, I don't know if you guys have ever seen a movie with a person like this, but I've seen quite a few movies with people like this because I know someone who's like this. Just saying what's happening on the screen, like,
oh, he's walking downstairs.
Yes, that's exactly what happened. Montego, he said, because he comes home when those boys are in there, but it's kind of like they kind of they interpose it or whatever. So like, he's coming in and it's quiet and from his point of view, and then they're whatever. And so the guy in the back, when it's quiet, is like, oh, he's gonna go upstairs. Oh, I'm like, who are you narrating this for, yourself?
Yeah, nobody said nothing in my theater, so thank God for that, because I would have been like,
both times.
You really?
Both times.
I would have. I didn't believe you into this like that.
Right. Well, I mean, like, I don't understand anyone's desire to say what is happening. Right. I don't. But who knows? Right. But it was really weird because I thought, oh, that person must be talking this whole time, and I just can't hear them when there's not sound, because they were away from me. Thank God. What happened? Hello? Okay, well, I guess it's still live. I'm still live. So I'm going to text Montego, and this is a part where you can just watch me talk about texting Montego. Okay. I'm texting him, and we're going to find out what's going on. But until then... It's out because it's live. Hold on. Okay. Oh, I can hear like everything here. Like everything's like,
yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yep, we're picking up right where we left off. So the guy's talking. That's crazy. And now, like, I'm really ready for the movie to be over. So the dad's getting his ass whipped by the chimpanzee, right? He's welling on him, and they kept showing that fire pit. I was like, throw the fire pit over. Throw him in. Were you thinking that?
Yes,
you kept seeing those fire pits.
So Montego again. To your point, they showed that. They showed that. So I thought must be what they're going to do. And they don't. And they don't.
Yeah.
And then fine. Yeah. They finally kill the monkey.
Shot the monkey.
And everyth's fine, right? I was so mad that three family members that lived and nobody else. That's just so outlandish.
well, you know,
And then they're putting the girl into the ambulance, and they're like, okay, bye.
And they're like,
I'm
okay, bye.
All of you have
I'm
to go.
All of
You
you
have
have
to
to
go.
You were bit. You were bit.
So what got me is like, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. I was like, you don't know, you're a paramedic. You don't know shit. What are you talking about? You don't know shit. What are you telling this girl she's gonna be all right for? Look. Hey man, that was it. I was very happy when the movie was over with.
And here's the thing: it is only an hour 29 minutes.
It is only an hour 29 minutes, which is a God bless.
But it does
2
feel.
hours.
It does feel a lot longer.
Yeah. It did. I was like, this movie is going slow. I'm trying not to complain through this thing.
How can they be so slow in a movie?
Can they be so slow in a movie that's essentially just a monkey killing everybody?
So here's a comment from. This is from Mark. He said he hate those people.
Yes. What is that?
Yes. What is that? Yeah. I didn't have that problem, Tiff. I didn't have that problem.
It was odd.
And what's up with you, Mark? How you doing? Anyway, didn't have that problem. Knew the movie was gonna be bad. Didn't think it was gonna be as a business. Back to my word. And abysmal as that it turned out to be. I thought it's like one of the worst movies I've seen in a long time, Tiff. And I knew it was gonna be bad. I knew it was gonna be bad. It was just bad. Tiff, I didn't like anybody. I wanted everybody to die. You know, I mean, I'm like, it's such a Cujo grab. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And then it was such a Nope grab because of Nope. I'm like, there's nothing original about this movie. I hate everybody in it. It's almost like it was two directors that one wanted to see like teen girl hot summer, and then another one wanted some over the top
monkey violence.
Monkey violence.
Yeah.
Not monkey business, monkey violence. I love
just straight horrible violence.
Exactly. I was like, wow, this is bad, man. So we did have technical difficulties. The thing was like saying it was off.
And then it was just me, and I was like, what do I do?
Oh, so you were still in there?
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
I was like,
so we still had.
I was like, I'm gonna text Montego.
Yeah, I came back fast, so I stopped the audio. So the audio, nobody knows just until we just said something. But yeah, it was just like, it was all messed up. Like most of the whole conversation, I didn't think it mattered. You know, I was like, I'm gonna cut it off and redo. You know, like I'm gonna hit refresh, and I thought it would kept me in the studio, but it didn't. It kicked me out. But that's fine.
You made it back.
So, man, that's it, and that's all. I'm so glad
it's over.
That damn thing is over.
You feel good.
So I think I would have rather seen the other movie, but
you say that now.
Yeah,
it'd be just as bad of an experience.
But at least it's trying to be funny, and with those two people, this probably is funny.
I saw that it got some pretty bad scores.
Okay, then maybe.
But again, good scores, and you hated it, like average scores, and you hated it.
Do I hate it? I don't hate it. I just thought it was bad. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm like, I have hate for the movie, like, you know, oh my God, you bastards. But I just think it was bad. I thought it was just poor. I can't believe that somebody gave you $21 million to make this damn thing, you know, and this is what you do. This is what came out of it, you know. And this movie did nothing for anyone's career that's in this movie. Not a single person, you know. If you guys are struggling actors and actresses, you're going to continue to struggle after this one because you're not going to get famous behind this garbage, you know, not one bit. Is there anybody? I don't see anybody.
That deaf actor. I've seen him in stuff.
You've seen him in stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Adam.
He
has a very familiar face. That's for sure.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Troy Coaster.
Yeah. Black Rabbit, Primate, Foundation, and Cold Light. I don't know any of these movies. No. Coda. He was in The Mandalorian. Okay. So he was somebody in there somewhere. It's probably where his face looked familiar to me about. Anyway, next week, man, I think we should do it. We should do our best and worst, man. You know?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Yeah, I'm ready to get it on. And because we've actually seen a lot this year. You know?
We did.
You know, and we saw some really good and some really piss poor too. You know?
That makes it good.
Yeah. So speaking of Mark Ellis Reagan's, they have their dumpster fire show, their worst of show on Soul Wizard podcast. So go check them out. Yeah, I can't wait. I was like, oh shit, I love the show, because they watch a lot of bad shit. You know what I'm saying?
They like some of it.
Yeah. And so I'm looking forward to checking them out, man. We got another message from Mark. You ought to just come on, Mark. The father won the Academy Award for Best Actor in Coda.
Okay. Coda.
See? That's why we need somebody.
Thank God you're here.
Pretty smart on the show, other than us.
Yes.
Because the man knows what he's talking about. Yeah, I don't know. What is Coda? I don't even know what the hell that is.
It's a movie about a deaf experience. A deaf experience, I think.
Oh, so he's a deaf actor?
Yes.
Oh, so good. So pay the man. Pay the damn man. With no whitewashing here, right? No Scarlett Johansson being a anime character who's supposed to be Asian with this guy. So there we go. That's it, Tiff. We came to do the damn thing. We got it done. Next week, man, come bring your popcorn, wear your tuxedos and your evening gowns. Are we gonna do what is it called? The Golden Fans Award? Is that the Golden Fans Award? That's what we call it, right? The Golden Fans Award, right? That's right. God damn it! I love the Golden Fans Award. Bring it back. Oh shit! Perfect.
All right, it's the end.
My name is Montego. With me is my adorable host, Miss Fibblebot. Say goodbye to the people.
It's been a pleasure as always.
And until next week, man, we will be
on
patrol.
Patrol time.